Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TSM Dispatch, a one-stop shop for all your TSM news and results. This week we started our Worlds 2020 campaign, and we've had some pretty big changes as well along the way. So, without further ado, let's take a little look at what's gone on over the last week. Well, let's start off with some sad news. Alberlele has parted ways with the TSM Apex team, as he looks to try and pursue a career in the content creation as well as in Valorant as well. We want to thank him for all the good times and all the trophies he's brought us along the way. He's a 5-time back-to-back champion, and that's nothing to be sniffed at, so thank you very much for all your hard work over the course of the last few years, and well, good luck with your future. Following that, it was announced that Snipedown would be joining the TSM Apex roster in his place. The Halo turned Apex Legends god has joined HAL and Reps and have already started to make their mark on the opposition. Not only that, but G Dolphin also joins the TSM Apex roster as the new coach. This gives us the opportunity to gain some tactical insight and a little bit of genius as well. It's a new dawn for the TSM Apex roster, and I'm extremely excited to see what comes next. Well, what came next was an absolute masterclass from the lads as they participated in the ALGS Autumn Circuit. We started extremely well and have secured ourselves a spot in the Grand Finals, which should probably be starting, I think, about now. So, as soon as this video is finished, you know where you're going. Talking of Grand Finals, the TSM PUBG team have found themselves in another as they qualify for the DreamHack PUBG $15,000 finals this weekend. Their biggest game from the weekend coming in the way of a huge Game 4 where they secured a 14-kill chicken dinner win. Let's go, lads, that's amazing work. Now let's continue that momentum as we go into the Grand Finals this weekend. It wasn't such a good weekend for the League team, however, as they got off to a rocky start in their Worlds 2020 campaign. We played Fnatic in our opening fray and lost, but all credit goes to them as they were in the driving seat from the word go, and we just struggled to get things going. This was replicated the very next day as we played Gen G in our second matchup of groups. Our draft was off and it just showed as we just couldn't compete with the damage being dealt. But, you know, at least we get to see Bjerg Zillion, right? Well, we still have the chance to make it out of groups, and we need to rally behind the boys more than ever if we're going to get this hashtag TSM win. Let's get back to talking about dubs, shall we? This one coming in the form of Fortnite. SAF wins this week's Ninja Battles, securing themselves $25,000, with Macwood coming in third, netting himself $10,000 himself. Great work, lads. Keep up the great work. We've also got wins coming in from TFT this week as Kiting is Hard and Solus, who are teaming alongside Aegon and Grand Vice, win the Giant Slayer TFT 4v4 Madness Tournament. Whew, bit of a mouthful to say, maybe we want to shorten that one down a little. This was a really intriguing layout to watch as TFT is usually played in a free-for-all sort of layout, but this one coming in as a 4v4 was great to watch. So I'd highly recommend you go back and check this one out. And finally, how can we not talk about the king of chess? Hikaru has won the Speed Chess Super Swiss tournament, netting a cool $3,500, beating out Vladimir Fedoseev. Well, there isn't really a game of chess this man cannot win, and I'm really excited, really intrigued to see how far he can keep pushing it. This week's content is filled with mystery, wonder and suspects. So let's take a little look and see what content has been released by TSM this week. Have you been wondering how Biofrost has been living whilst away in China? Well, wonder no more. last week's episode of the vlog, we got to see his relatively immaculate living quarters and got to check out the training dojo, as they call it. So check it out, links in the description below. The mystery behind who's the best Fortnite player has been solved, as Zexero, Macwood and Emad all faced off in a series of challenges challenging their abilities within Fortnite. But who won? Red was looking kind of sus. I think it was him. Well, last week Myth and the Rainbow Six team played one of the most civilized games of Among Us I think I've ever seen. But who was the imposter among these giants? And finally, we say a happy birthday to the Giant Slayer TFT winner himself, Solus. Hope you had a great day, champ, and I hope you continue to get those dubs all throughout the next year. Here's to you. We've got a very busy week coming up, so let's take a very quick look and see what's coming up in the world of TSM. The Rainbow Six team are back in action this week following the rest last week as they come up against Dark Zero Esports. Now, where have I seen that name before? The ALGS Awesome Circuit #1 finals are tonight, so let's hope the boys are able to pull off a victory in their first outing as a new roster. The League team played their third game of groups with an incredibly tough match against LGD. The turnaround starts here, and then they go on to play the three other teams, Fnatic, Gen G and finally LGD again later on in the week. There'll be plenty of Fortnite this week too, with sessions 1 to 4 over the course of the weekend, so you can get your Fortnite fix. And finally, the DreamHack Fall Showdown finals start this weekend as well, where the lads will look to secure the fattest of chicken dinners. So good luck to everyone participating and competing this week for TSM. And that is all we've got time for this week. Last week was a rough one for the League of Legends fans, but great for everyone else. So let's hope that that is now fixed and it's going to be a great one for all of the TSM family. Remember to be good, stay safe, and stay hydrated. I'll see you.